There's an idea that a tonal shift in a work is a disadvantage that distracts from the whole of a story, and this can be true especially if those changes were motivated by dramatic shifts in the production process. However, there's also a lot of power in deliberate and specific tonal changes. The shift in tone emphasizes the severity of any given situation, at least when you're not playing it like a fiddle the way Pixar's come to. So let's talk about a couple of Christmas classics. Scrooged is a Richard Donner joint from perhaps the very height of Bill Murray's popularity in the 80s. It's like Spirited, but better because it's not a musical starring Ryan Reynolds written by the Greatest Showman guys. Scrooged is a pretty silly movie. However, like Muppet Christmas Carol, it recognizes the need for a shift in tone during the final act. To show a truly dire future, Scrooge suddenly takes itself 10 times more seriously. While the visuals may remain cartoonish, the characters and situations are upsetting. We see his ex-girlfriend self-absorbed, his subordinate son in an insane asylum, Bill Murray's family weeping over his death. Contrast this with It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is a fun but earnest movie that follows George Bailey through a life of successes, setbacks, and failures. A visiting angel gives him a chance to see what the world would be like if he'd never been born. And it's absurd. His friends act like racist Looney Tune characters, the streets are all neon lights about gambling and girls, cops shoot without warning just after he frightens somebody by accident. It's silly in a way the rest of the movie isn't, because while there's a somber moment or two in there, it suggests how much stupider a world without George, or any of us really, would be. This kind of storytelling resonates me, but also with most people, because movies are primarily an emotional art form. Tone is part of that emotional landscape. What film achieves through the use of tone is verisimilitude, the appearance or feeling of something being real. Different tones are real things that can be utilized together in uncommon ways to interesting effect.